dear friend, very good afternoon to you wherever you are on the globe, especially on the continent of Africa. Yes, my brothers in Africa, in Europe, in America, or right here in Southeast Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a beautiful Sunday indeed. I know you are still in a happy mood. Chelsea fans all over the world are excited about what we are seeing. Actually, it's been a long time. We enjoyed and we had fun. The past 2 seasons, we've been ups and down, I want to hope that this time around, Chelsea will be standing strong as we know. Oh yes, Chelsea will love to win. It is in our DNA. It's when we see it happening, we are excited about it. Unless you are not a Chelsea fan, then you will disagree with me. But true blues will always agree that Chelsea, our DNA is all about winning trophies. Well, yesterday's game, we have not even started analyzing the game yet. We are still talking. We are still in the celebration mood. Maybe from tomorrow, I will start to analyze the game proper. But right now, few things. You see, Maresca made a statement yesterday. He said a few things yesterday, and I'll be visiting some of the things that he said. But quickly, before I continue, one thing that he pointed out clearly, and I was happy about it, and I just can't remember the last time I heard any Chelsea coach acted that way, in exception of Jose Mourinho in those days. This is what Maresca said. He said, if the players don't buy my ideas, they don't play. If the players don't buy into my ideas, they will not play. They will not have a playing time. They will not play. If they don't buy my ideas, they don't play. Enzo Maresca, never seen a more direct manager like him since Jose Mourinho. He's been direct. He's been honest in his talk. He says it as it is, straight away. He's not afraid to speak into the camera. If they don't buy into his ideas, they don't play. I love that. And I want to be hearing more of such. Well, before I continue, watch this. Watch this video on your screen. You see, now there is a question. Wholesomely agree on this. I wholesomely agreed on this, and I want to hear from you on your opinion. Should Noni Madueke, should he have passed this ball? There was Cole Palmer right there. There was another player, I don't know whether it's Jackson, on the right side. Should Noni Madueke, should he have passed this ball? I am asking you because I need an answer. You see the way he missed that ball, one versus one-on-one with the goalkeeper. And hey, if it is Jackson, I know you guys would have come after him. Oh yes, because it's Noni Madueke, nobody is talking. Don't you think it would have been better for Noni Madueke to pass that ball then? Noni in a far better position to pass that ball to Cole Palmer. Now, there's another video. I want you to watch this also. Should Cole Palmer, should he have passed this ball also? Because there were still some other players there. There was still Jackson there. There was still Noni Madueke there. Instead of shooting, should Cole Palmer, should he have passed the same, that ball also? You see, it was in the same kind of situation. He passed it in the same situation against Wolves. Against Wolves, in similar situation, he passed the ball on to another player. So why didn't he pass the ball to Noni Madueke, who was in a better place then? it's like you give me, I give you. You help me, I help you. You assist, I will assist you. Should it be so? Because you saw the first scenario. Noni Madueke should have just passed that ball on instead of shooting from where he was. The goalkeeper got that angle covered. And if you are not those kind of strikers that can either lift it or place it somewhere else and beat the goalkeeper, there are other players around you should have passed the ball to. Now, Cole Palmer also had another opportunity. He was actually direct to the goalpost, but he was being blocked by defenders. And he tried to, swerve it around. Meanwhile, there were other players on the left side that he could have just passed the ball. I mean, even on the right side, there was someone, I think Donny Maresca was right on the right there. You should just release the ball for him. I am asking these questions because I know if it is my boy Jackson, you guys would have been talking. All right, let's move on. I have a special love for managers who create special individual sessions for players and see it to bed. I have a special love for managers that create special individual training sessions for players and see it to bed. One of the things Spalletti is goated for. One of the things Spalletti, back then in the Italian league, is goated or noted for. I can already see the fruits of that manifesting in some of our players. Oh yes. We have a special manager on our hands. He's just too suitable for this project. At least for now, I am beginning to get comfortable with the way things are going. If you observe his Leicester days, defensively, he's been, more of proactive, hands on job, and trying to. He didn't want to repeat the mistakes of Leicester days. I'm beginning to, have a special love for the project Enzo Maresca is having right now. Dear friends, it is hot afternoon. I will not be taking much of your time. But before, let's go here before. When I'm talking about Maresca and his work, and I'm beginning to have a special love for him, you see, a typical game like West Ham, or a typical club, or a team like West Ham, they've been consistent in their style of play since the beginning of this season. Under this new manager, they've been very consistent in their style of play in this season under this new manager. West Ham have basically set up the same way this season. The same way this season. Maresca just set traps by dropping the line to pressing in mid-third. And when we recover the ball, we broke. And they fell for it. They just fell for our traps. It's a good tactics because our forwards are a lot faster than their midfielders and their center backs. So, how about giving Maresca and Chelsea some credit, instead of saying West Ham were poor? Yes. How about giving them Maresca and Chelsea and the entire team some credit instead of saying West Ham were poor? Listen, it is Chelsea that made them look poor. It is Chelsea that made West Ham look poor. That's a fact. It is a fact. It is Chelsea that made West Ham look poor. They didn't just turn up and look poor. They came prepared. Oh yes, they came prepared. We exploited their weaknesses smartly. Chelsea exploited their weaknesses smartly. Oh yes. You see, the tactics from Maresca have been so good because West Ham expected our defensive line to be so high. So Kudus, Bowen, and Samavar will have space to run in behind. But we've played much deeper and we look to deliberately not press so. We will look to deliberately not press so high. So they will face a deeper block instead. Now we have been the ones catching them on the transition. We were the one catching them on the transition with a counter, which was their plan. So you could see clearly it was a work from our coach. And listen, I'll tell you what. Let me tell you what the coach said about the tactics. Yeah. Before I let you go, let me tell you what our coach said about what I have just said to you right now. Enzo Maresca on his tactical setup that exploited West Ham on the counter. Listen to it. He said, we knew since they started the season, they played almost all the games building from 3 players. You see, Samava, Bowen, and Kudus. Yeah, for some part of the game against Fulham and City, they dropped 1 midfielder. But with the 5, like today, so we expected that. And the reason why we set trigger, there is because we knew that with one Bissaka on one side and Emerson on the other side, they were very high. So in the moment that we recovered the ball, we could use that space like the first goal. Dear friends, this is coming from our head coach, Enzo Maresca. I told you today, I'm not going to be analyzing the game, but it looks like I'm still delving into analyzing it. Well, we'll be going more tomorrow. But dear friends, you see, I enjoyed the game. And when I won the game over and over, I said to myself, yes, Chelsea, we are indeed recovering. Chelsea have a clear identity. We are beginning to, we don't have it yet. We are beginning to see a clear identity from our games. Oh yeah. Yes. We are beginning to see a clear identity under this manager, Enzo Maresca. 4-2-4 build up from goal kicks. Each time we have a goal kick, you see a 4-2-4 kick build ups. 4-2-5 build up in open play with Sanchez being a situational center back. 3-2-5 higher up with the fullback inventing into the midfield. I also noticed improvement since Leicester days defensively. I noticed improvement in Maresca's style of play since Leicester days. I will elaborate more on this in my next episode, dear friends. On that note, let me give some shout out. It is a very hot afternoon, Sunday afternoon here. All right, I start on this. The first one says, Jackson is on 4 goals and 2 assists, not 1 assist. He also assisted Kopama on Wolverhampton match. I am Israel from Nigeria. Thank you so much. Yes, it was 2 assists instead. You see, I'm even shortchanging my guy. I'm shortchanging him there. It's 2 assists, 4 goals and 2 assists in 5 matches. So you can imagine, incredibly. It's very incredible. Those of you that don't have patience with Jackson, I keep telling you guys, be patient. Be patient. You see, big shout out to you. Your name is what? Please, let me have your name next time so I can give you a big shout out. All right? This one says, Mr. Salom, I think Mikel Obi should always talk about Jackson because anytime he talks about him, Jackson keeps shining. I mean, Jackson was top class yesterday, and I like tossing passes. I noticed Jackson was quick in making decisions yesterday. You see, I am never against Mikel Obi criticizing any player or any Chelsea player, but criticisms have to be constructive, not insultive. Criticisms have to be constructive, not insultive. For me personally, I felt Mikel Obi was overdoing it, over criticizing the issue. Because looking at Jackson, last season, it was his first season in the Premier League. It was. And how many players come to the Premier League first season and they shine? He scored 14 goals in the Premier League. Non-penalty goals. Non-penalty goals. If Kopama or if Jackson was taking our penalties, he would have gotten about 20 goals or 20 plus. They would have said, oh yeah, he did well in the Premier League. Guys, no, somebody said that no goal is easy to score. So it's not about Mikel Obi criticism. Rather, Jackson have a point to prove to Mikel Obi. that he's not there to sit on a bench for Chelsea. Anyway, big shout out to my dear friend. He said because, Jackson was top class yesterday and I like Tosin passes. Yes, Tosin and Cowell, they bossed that defense very well. Tosin, I noticed Jackson was quick in making decisions. Correct. He's building up. And like I told you guys, my boy Jackson will shock you, will shock all of you this season. I'm expecting him to do more. Yeah. Yesterday, like we saw, Kopama brother missed big chance. Instead of passing it even, he don't. Noni Madueke likewise. But our boy, Jackson delivered. Big shout out to you, my brother. And your name is what? Youngest Prince. Let me have your name, please. Let me have your name, your full name, and where you're watching from, please. This one says, yes, Big Brown also talk about Nicola Jackson. We talk Michael Hobby because sometimes somebody's word can make you to work so hard to get for that thing that nobody expected. I don't know if I speak a good thing here, my bro. You are speaking very well. I got your point clearly. Big shout out to you, Indubisi Ike from Nigeria, I believe. Yes, I understand your point clearly. Jackson delivered, and you believe that because Mikel Obi spoke about him, that is why he delivered. That is what most of you believe. But I knew that Jackson would surely deliver for us this season. He just needs time to grow into the games. Dear friend, big shout out to you guys all out there. He's going to say, yes, if Jack continues doing like this, I will follow you supporting him. This is what we as fans want him to do. You can agree with me that this is our club, Chelsea. From last season, we have quality midfield, which creates more chances, so that a good striker can score more goals than just missing. George Elson from Malawi. George Elson from Malawi, you better start supporting me because my boy Jackson will outshine all of your expectations this season. Big shout out to you guys all out there in Malawi, my good friend. Hey, George, tell your fellow Malawians to subscribe to the channel. Yeah, I want to see more Malawians on this channel. Okay? Big shout out to you anyway. Tell your friends to subscribe. Let them share the video. Let it go viral in Malawi. Big shout out to you guys all out there. This one says, Jackson has actually assisted 2 times and scored 4 out of 5 matches. I love the way our coach Maresca handles the players. If you don't abide, you don't play. It's a statement of fact. God bless you, my brother Selom, for all your perfect updates. Innocent Uguno from Lagos, Nigeria. God bless you to my brother from Uguno from Lagos. Innocent Uguno from Lagos. Big shout out to you, my brother Innocent from Lagos. Big shout out to you. The next one says, Chelsea has done well. Let us keep this massive play. Scott from Nigeria, River State. Scott from Nigeria, River State. Big shout out to you out there. Have a great Sunday. This one says, this was the first time he's scoring a professional goal like a professional striker do. The coach made clear that he had been having extra treating. Mikel constructive criticism is bringing the best out of him. Kudos to Mikel. Really? So most of you believe that because of Mikel, because Mikel spoke, that is why the guy is performing. You guys should watch football. Watch football. Stop being emotional. Watch football. I don't believe it's Mikel's criticism. The guy was improving. Even from last season, he was improving. We saw the improvement in his play. It was very clear. Mikel just was trying to promote something else that I don't want to say here. Big shout out to you guys all out anyway. Coming from Bamigbade Fridaus. Big shout out to you, Bamigbade Fridaus. So Jackson has 2 assists, Wolves and West Ham. Very good one out there. Felix, that's going from Felix. Big shout out to you, Felix. This one says, my name is Innocent Uguno. Okay. No single goal is an easy goal in football. Thank you very much. No single goal is an easy goal in football. This is coming from Innocent Uguno. Yes. If not, every team will be scoring it every match. So let's appreciate Nicola Jackson for the solo effort he made to score those goals, especially the first one. God bless you, my brother Innocent. God, I appreciate this one. That first goal, it was like where he took the ball from, running up, going round, still scoring that. To be honest, I thought he almost missed it. I really appreciate this, your comment. Innocent Ugono from Nigeria. Big shout out to you once again. quickly, let me have the last. This one said, Nicola Jackson did very well yesterday. He was involved in all the 3 goals, assisting Palmer and scoring 2 clinical goals himself. Apart from Jackson, I'll give Caicedo man of the match. David from Ghana. Very well said. David from Ghana, big shout out to you out there. Big shout out to you out there. In fact, I have not spoken about Caicedo yet. You see, let's give Caicedo his flower. The guy is a midfield maestro. The guy, we underrated the guy too much. Caicedo, we underrated him too much. We need to give him his flower. In fact, maybe later tonight or tomorrow, I'll come up again with Caicedo issue. All right, big shout out to you, David from Ghana. This one's from Daniel Gudugu. Daniel Ogudugu. All right, I believe I'm pronouncing your name well. Good morning, sir. You are very correct. Nice one, sir. I really like you. Thank you so much, my brother. Let me know where you are watching from and your full name, please. Big shout out to you. Have a great Sunday. This one says, good morning, sir. Happy Sunday. Your boy did it. We going somewhere up Chelsea. One love from Henry Chimizie from Anambra State, Nigeria. Big shout out to you, Henry Chimizie from Anambra State, Nigeria. Ibrahim Shola say, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you, to Ibrahim Shola. Big shout out to you as well. All right, dear friends, I think I'll have to let you guys be. But before you go, who can put this in a wallpaper format? Just look at that picture on your screen. This as a wallpaper, I would love it. Just look at that picture on your screen, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I'll see you guys in the next one when you see me. Shalom and peace.